The same type of gun used by the shooter in Uvalde, Texas last month, an AR-15 style rifle, is in high demand. A local firearms dealer says despite talks of expanded background checks and efforts to curb rifle sales, his business is busy as ever. Tonight, the I-Team's Paul Bastean examines what's going on.
I get scared. I get real scared. It just takes something out of my heart to see kids, that innocent kids. It don't make sense to me.
Shootings seem to be happening everywhere, from schools to grocery stores to churches. About 119 people in the U.S. have been shot to death every day since January.
This not gonna stop. It's getting worse and worse every day. Guns are destroying us in our community.
The thought brings Michelle Jackson to tears.
We ain't done no wrong. They shot him in the brains.
2 months ago, she lost her son, 25-year-old Myron Davis. He was shot in the head in Jennings while sitting in the driver's seat of a car. Jackson still doesn't know who did it and why.
I don't know what he got shot with, but it was powerful. I can't sleep. That's every time I come home, I think about my baby.
From mass shootings to targeted attacks, Jackson believes more guns mean more innocent people are dying.
They'll get these guns to a 5-year-old if they got the money. They need to do something.
While guns are sold legally at licensed gun stores, Jackson has seen the system break down.
People coming there buying guns for these young people's kids out here, you know. Kids carrying guns at 10 years old now.
The system crumbles, she says, when there are so many ways to sell or steal a gun. About 30 miles away in St. Peters.
Sporting rifles, AR-15s.
A different side.
We see an instant rise in gun sales, usually 3 to 5 days after an active shooter event.
Since 19 kids and 2 teachers were gunned down in their Texas elementary school, gun store owner Paul Bastean's sales are up. At his shop, Ultimate Defense Firing Range, they've increased by about 20%. And he says after background checks, he only turns down about 1 in every 4,000 people.
Maybe once every 3 months.
Do you think this increase in gun sales is driven partly by fear?
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
1 in 5 guns he sells are rifles.
AR-15s, those types of things.
They're capable of firing more bullets faster. 7 states and Washington, D.C. prohibit assault weapons. Missouri and Illinois aren't among them. And Bastean believes that's a good thing.
The only way to stop a guy from shooting is to shoot him.
Researchers from one nonprofit that advocates for gun safety say stronger gun laws prevent gun violence. They point to weak gun laws as one reason why Missouri has the 5th highest rate of gun deaths in the U.S., following Mississippi, Alaska, Louisiana, and Alabama. In Missouri, the rate of gun deaths has increased 70% from 2011 to 2020, compared to a 33% increase nationwide. In Illinois, it's increased 64%. Many experts say it's because of how easy it is to access guns. Bastean disagrees, believing criminals will always have a way to get their hands on guns. He says responsible gun owners shouldn't have to be deprived.
It is about having the ability to defend yourself.
For the I-Team, Paul Bastean, 5 on your side.
Since the Uvalde shooting, President Biden has been calling for more restrictions on gun ownership, citing the impact on our children. Gun advocates like Bastean argue potential legislation is partly what's driving gun sales, as people worry it may get harder to get guns.